Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. Just as I said earlier, we have another young guest from Nigeria. We would like to ask him one or two questions about his experience so far here in Helsinki, ICN Congress. Hello, mister.
Hi.
Are you happy to introduce yourself to my viewers?
Oh yes, my name is Olatudon Ajayi. I'm an intern nurse from Nigeria. I work at Helsinki Hospital in Lekki, Lagos State, and of course it's been a fantastic time being here. Yeah.
Right. What's your specialty? In nursing, what's your specialty?
Okay, public health. I'm trying to also delve much more into the space, and of course trying to learn more, right, and further on study in that regard, in that aspect majorly.
Okay, right. Yeah. Is this your first time at ICN Congress?
Yes, this is my first time attending ICN Congress.
Right. And what has been your experience so far?
Okay, so it's been an exhilarating experience. First, majorly because I'm the youngest Nigerian, that traveled from Nigeria here. And of course, it's also been interesting learning from different people in the policy space. And as much as also trying to, network with people that are way ahead of me to also, put me through a couple of things. And even aside that, the whole experience, the excellence here, the culture of excellence and all of those things has, added so much more to my experience being a very fantastic one right here.
Right. Let's look at the cost from Nigeria to Finland for this Congress. Did you fund it yourself, or you were supported by your association? Or
yeah, this was much more of funding from my own family.
Oh
right?
wow,
I
that's
have
great.
an uncle who supported my travel.
Good.
And yes, that's just the major thing. And of course, I was able to use a couple of my own funding as well to, of course, sort a couple of things. Right?
That's great. So basically, it's more or less like personal kind of funding, isn't it?
Yes.
That's very great. At least it gives you that exposure to the international nursing environment.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. So what have you learned so far? Today is Thursday and the program started on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So today is the 4th day.
Yeah.
What have you learned so far?
Okay, what I've learned so far, first is majorly on the fact that nursing is evolving, and that's very interesting and beautiful to know. And not just evolving, it's evolving beyond what we've known back in Nigeria, right? It's beautiful to see that, digital space is also, advancing things, and tech is coming into nursing, and everything put together is making it more advanced and making things much easier for us to practice in the clinical space and, everything in between. So yes, I've learned so much in that regard as well. And even aside the learning, I've learned so much from people around, getting to connect with people from across the world. And yeah, that's been one of my major lessons over here. Yeah.
Right. So let me ask you a follow-up question on the technology you spoke about.
Yeah.
A lot of people have this fear, especially nurses, they have this fear that AI might take over their job.
Yeah.
Do you have the same feeling, or do you have the same opinion?
Okay, so no, I don't think AI is going to take over, nurse's job, of course, right? Because, there are sometimes that maybe an individual goes to search online and he or she sees some answers that AI gives to her. He or she may not exactly get the accurate response until he or she goes to the hospital to go check himself and know exactly what is happening, right? AI cannot cannot do blood tests for you and all of those things. So there are still some very intricate details that is still being done in the health system, right? That AI can get to, right? Based on what I'm aware of, right? So I don't think AI is going to take the job in the health space as a whole in general.
Right. I ask almost everyone this question. Networking is very important in everyone's life. We are currently in the networking space. Have you made any friends so far? Have you connected to anyone so far?
Yeah, of course. I'm a very big fan of networking as well. So I've met people from across the world. I've met people from Swaziland, from the United States, from Canada, from Taiwan, and of course also connecting with my Nigerian people that I'm not very aware about in Nigeria. So yes, I'm a big fan of networking, and it's been an exciting one having to meet different people from all over the world as well.
Right. And talking about Helsinki as a city, it's a very beautiful city. Have you had a chance to go out there to maybe experience or explore what the city has to offer?
Yeah. Helsinki is such a very beautiful city. And I think one thing that stood out for me is the people. I think they have a very good heart, and not just that, they are always willing to help. Because I mean, at some point, I almost got lost when I entered the tram, right? And when I was asking questions from them on the street, they were very willing to help. They turned on their Wi-Fi for me and showed me direction. So it's just been interesting being here, and the people here too are very good people as well.
All right. And let me say my last question. Your colleagues watching you from Nigeria, is there anything that you like to tell them? Is there any words of encouragement that you like to give them, especially when it comes to their career development?
Okay, so one thing I would say first is not for you to give up on your current circumstance and everything. Because, for example, myself, I almost faced the visa denial, but I was able to fight through the process to get here, right? And that's because I was very determined and resilient enough to say that this conference, I must be there, right? So it's very important that whatever it is that you set your mind to do, you ensure that you do everything in your capacity to ensure that, yes, you get to attain that thing and do it as well, because you never can tell where opportunities can come for you. And attending conferences like this would also expose you to different things in different spaces all over the world, and it's such an experience that you should dream to have. So I would advise you that you should fight for what you want and ensure that you are building capacity in your different spaces, and ensuring that you're also connecting with people across the world and expanding your scope of knowledge beyond what you've known in your space, right? So yes, that's my great advice.
All right, my big brother, thank you very much for speaking to us. I wish you all the best in all your endeavors.
Thank you
and
so
hopefully I'll meet you some other time or maybe some other events that's for nurses.
Of course.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so viewers, just as you heard from our brother, don't sleep on your dreams. If there is something you would like to achieve, if you have anything you want to achieve, just go ahead and do it. Keep subscribing to the channel. It is Manuel Yeboah on YouTube. Thank you very much for being part of this show.
Peace.